Hello the internet, my name is Sisley, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm posting very belatedly the Virgo drawing, another one in the series of 12 drawings for each zodiac sign, because as I mentioned before in my previous video, which was the Leo speed paint, I have really gotten into the whole astrology thing. I think it's super interesting, and when you get into your entire birth chart is, like you'll realize that it's a lot more than just your sun sign, and things get creepily accurate, so that's why it's so fun to me. But this picture was, as the Leo picture, mostly about symbolism and what things are symbolic to the Virgo sign, and the color palette and the flowers and the stones and the planet behind it are all based on that. So the planet, of course, is Mercury, because Virgo is ruled by Mercury. And the one thing that I actually didn't include in this picture was Mercury, the metal, which is like the designated metal of the Virgo sign, or associated with the Virgo sign. It's actually weird because because the mercury metal is really dangerous, and it's liquid and it gets everywhere and it just like bubbles. It's all over the place. Unlike Virgos. Well, Virgos tend to be dramatic sometimes as well, so I guess it kind of makes sense. But not everything's literal. And the flowers are pansies, which I found to be really convenient because they come in lots of different colors, including white and navy blue, which are pretty much the two main colors associated with the Virgo sign. It's said that, like the navy blue and the white are always signs of royalty or whatever. At least it says so in the book that I based this design on. Like, not the actual design, but the references which I based the design on. So this is kind of different from the Leo one. I initially thought that this entire project is going to be just me drawing portraits, as I loved doing, just basically like headshots, portraits, like not entire figures. But this just felt right ever since I started thinking about the Virgo drawing and like the color palette. I just had this pose in mind, and I think it works really well. It's graceful, it's majestic, it's very beautiful. I struggle a lot off with it. In true Virgo fashion, I messed around with this drawing way too much, like serious. I was planning to post it last week, right on a cusp of the Virgo season, and I just kept editing it and changing things up, and like even after I finished recording this, I still changed a few things up, so you will see the final product be a little bit different. I also kind of forgot to record me drawing the sapphire stone, which is the upper right hand corner of the picture. It's kind of sad because if you're an artist, you know that precious stones and just basically things that have a lot of reflections are sometimes really hard to draw, just because it gets really confusing when polished precious stones and diamonds and stuff like that, like they have lots of sides and everything's reflecting on everything, so you're like, what am I gonna do? Like, how am I gonna draw this? So basically what I did with the sapphire, I just like kind of did it in a very unorganized manner and just hoped for the best. So it's not like I spent hours on the sapphire, because I have seen tutorials that get really like in-depth in how to draw a precious stone, and that's cool, but I don't have the time or patience for that. I loved drawing Mercury because it's not a really interesting and cool planet to draw, like for example Uranus or Jupiter, but it fits so well within this aesthetic, and I think the added texture looks so good in the background. Like, that's probably the part of this picture that I'm the most happy with, ironically. The most annoying part was flowers, and it's always the most annoying part because flowers are really pretty, and it seems like they would be really easy to draw because it's just like flowy petals and soft colors and stuff like that. But no, to actually get flowers right, like I never get them right. I just kind of draw them in a very generic way and hope for the best. And pansies are such, like they're very vivid, they have distinct patterns, and it's like, I don't know why, but I find it that really, really hard to replicate. But yeah, other than that, this was really interesting to draw. I did get frustrated, and I was like, I'm not going to put anything else on this on this picture, when I was done. And then an hour later, I was back at it editing things. So this was a very, very Virgo experience. And if you don't know, I am a Virgo, so this is like my season. This is, you know, like I am a Virgo through and through, even though for years I did not relate to the characteristics of the sign. By the way, I did put the Virgo symbol on the dress as I incorporated the Leo symbol in the Leo drawing, as well as I put the constellation in some of the like little tiny patterns, the same as I did with the Leo picture. And I actually like the series because, like, in terms of patterns and little details, I don't really have to come up with brand new things every single time because it is supposed to look similar. It is supposed to look somewhat cohesive. So I have, you know, like, once again, in true Virgo fashion, I like that repetition and cohesiveness, and I'm going to strive to achieve that for the remaining 10 pictures as well. So yeah, overall this was a really fun experience. I hope you enjoyed this video. I definitely enjoyed making this picture. If you want a print of this, I will have a link to my Redbubble page. You can get prints, stickers, canvas prints, mugs, pillows, whatever you want with it. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you next time. I love you guys. Bye! Mwah!